InFocus, a company which is specialized in display technologies, has started producing smartphones since 2013. And since then, InFocus has launched many smartphones, and with each new smartphone, the company introduced new features. In November 2015, InFocus launched a new smartphone called InFocus M535. And there are many questions arising in the minds. Can a year-old entry-level smartphone compete with the latest entry-level smartphones of 2017? There are lots of different companies in the market with great entry-level smartphones, but very few provide experience worth having them. I am Rupesh and I've spent a month with InFocus M535, so let's find out if it is worth buying. The design of this phone is great, with a metallic finish on the back and plastic body on the top and bottom of the phone, which looks premium, and with nice and sleek curved edges along with InFocus branding on the back. This phone looks amazing. This phone has a 5.5 inches of IPS LCD display with a resolution of 1280 x 720 pixels with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection. The viewing angles are also quite good. Though the screen is not the best one, we can consider it for the price. There are thin bezels around the display which doesn't seem to be that ugly like a few other phones. The screen isn't quite bright, so we have to struggle under direct sunlight, but under other conditions, the screen seems quite bright. Though the phone is quite big, it feels comfortable in hands. The main part, it easily fits in the pocket. This phone lacks fingerprint sensor. There are no physical navigation buttons, but instead, there are on-screen buttons which can easily be customized according to user preference. This phone comes in two variants, one with 2GB RAM and another with 3GB of RAM along with 16GB and 32GB onboard storage option. Both of these variants use a mid-range MediaTek MT6735 quad-core processor clocked at 1.3 GHz designed for the super mid-market along with Mali T720 GPU. This phone runs on Android version 6.0 Marshmallow, which is based on custom InLife UI, which is a bit different from stock Android and is quite smooth, and along with that, it is a lot more customizable. You can switch the layer modes to 1 layer and 2 layers, where 1 layer is similar to the MIUI and the 2 layer is similar to normal Android UIs. There are a lot of different options to start apps in the menu, lots of gesture options, and many more. The phone lags up a bit while using heavy games and multitasking, as it uses an old processor, but for light gaming, this phone is quite good. By default, this phone has Google Now, but you can easily put Google Assistant in it by following quite simple steps.
This is my song. It's not very long.
We will surely be making a how-to video for using Google Assistant in any phone running on Android version 6.0 Marshmallow, so stay tuned for that. This phone has a single bottom speaker which is quite loud and is of average quality. It is in the bottom, so it easily gets covered by the hands while playing game or watching movies in the landscape mode. The microphone is of average quality. Even though it has a secondary microphone for noise cancellation, there's a lot of background noise while recording with the built-in voice recorder, but the voice calls are clear with very less background noise. This phone is packed with a 13 megapixel of rear camera with autofocus. The rear camera of this phone is great under good lighting conditions with good sharpness, fair detail, and average color reproduction. This phone struggles a lot to take better pictures under low lighting conditions. This phone has a 8 megapixel front-facing camera with autofocus. The front-facing camera is not the best selfie camera, but it takes some decent shots, and the most impressive feature is that it has autofocus, because even most of the high-end smartphones doesn't have an autofocus feature in the front camera. Here are some camera samples. This phone is powered by a 2600 mAh battery, which isn't that huge, but it barely manages to last up to a day on light uses. But under heavy use, this phone lasts no longer than 3 to 4 hours. This phone has an inbuilt power saving feature which you can turn on to get an extra hours of battery life. This phone comes with a hybrid SIM tray which supports 2 nano SIM cards, where one of the slots supports 4G connectivity. The external storage can be expanded up to 64 GB using microSD card. This phone features a gyroscope sensor, so you can have an awesome VR experience in this phone, which is a great feature for a phone of this price range. So is it actually worth the price? Even though it uses an old processor, the processing speed is average due to its huge RAM. The phone lags a bit while we open up a lot of apps at once without clearing the cache. Under light to moderate gaming, I found no frame drops or lags, but while playing heavy games it lags a bit. So if you are tight in budget and still want a phone with average processor, good RAM and an average camera, then this is the perfect budget phone for you. For more reviews and tech videos, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.